Hey everybody, it's Marianne, and I wanted to talk to you about narrative writing techniques. You have three documents, this one, and this one. And so we have the PowerPoint, and then this is one piece of paper with all of the narrative techniques on one page, and then this is just a chart form in case that might float your boat. But let's just go ahead and jump in. So alliteration, you might have learned this back in high school, but it's the repetition of beginning sounds. So I'm going to tell you right now, it's the sound, not the letters. Now, obviously, it's the same here for slurping, strawberry smoothie, silly Sally got sick, sick, sick. That's fine. But when we come down here for assonance, assonance is the repetition of the vowel sound in the middle. So we have hungry, Humphrey ate his bun. That is assonance. And then we have caused and caustic. So even though they're spelled different, it's still assonance because of the sound. We have the same thing here, trays and eggs. Now, sometimes dialect has an influence on whether or not the sounds may be similar or not. But here in the Midwest, we say eggs. So let's just go with it. Somewhere else, they might say eggs, which is fine if they have another word that, uh, you know, uh, sounds very similar with the vowel sound in the middle, then let them go for that. But right now, we're Midwesterners, we say eggs. Same thing with trays. So that would be assonance as well. It is not an exact science. Authors include these writing techniques just to make their writing more fun and uh, also to help keep us reading. If we have fun when we're reading, chances are we're going to keep reading, and chances are we're going to get through their entire text, which is just exactly what that author wants us to do as readers. All right, consonants, swimming, golfing, jogging, and gaming. Those are all the same ending sounds. All, if they were spelled different, who cares? As long as they sound the same. Personification, I'm sure you've heard of this before, attributing human-like qualities to non-human objects. For instance, clouds through hail. Clouds don't really throw things, but you know exactly what we mean when we hear the sentence clouds through hail. Absolutely. It's attributing a human technique or attribute to a non-human thing. Water welcomed me in. If you think of a beach and the water or the tide coming in, it's sort of welcoming. It's the tide is coming up on the shore and then it's being pulled back into the water. So it's maybe that's a weak example, but it's welcoming me in. Metaphors are making a comparison, not using like or as. For instance, and actually, in fact, it's more like you're saying something is something else. The snow is a white blanket. Is it really a blanket? No, but you can certainly visualize the snow as a white blanket. He is a shining star. He must have done something super impressive if he is considered a shining star. So similes use actually like or as in their comparisons. So like you were as brave as a lion. They fought like cats and dogs. So when you are comparing something, you use as and like, and that would be a simile. Repetition. We real cool, we left school, we lurk late, we strike straight, we sing sin. That is a repetition of we. And this is an excerpt from Gwendolyn Brooks's poem called We Real Cool. So if you repeat a word a few times in a line, then you've got repetition. Onomatopoeia, words sound what they mean. For instance, bang or ouch. Connotation, words that emit an emotion or a positive or a negative tone to writing. So like if you use the vocab word, or if you just use the word cop versus police officer, police officer sounds a little more professional. Cop is definitely a lot more slang. So be aware of these connotations when you choose your the wording in your texts. Vagrant versus homeless person. Vagrant definitely is a little more negative, and homeless person sounds a lot more respectful. Details and specifics. We want to include details and specifics when we write so that the reader has a clear picture of what we're talking about, and also so that they can relate. So, uh, if a reader can latch on to what you're talking about because of their past experiences, and you're describing something detailed enough for them to call on their past experiences, then you've drawn that reader in. You will hopefully keep them interested enough to finish your text. So dialogue, imagery, painting a picture with words, and there's more on here. I keep adding, so you are more than welcome to check that out. And then I also have very similar examples here with the narrative technique term right here. So hopefully that is helpful. And if not, I would be happy to help you out. Just contact me and we can go from there. Hope you guys have a great day.